Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Relax with Shelly. Today's video is dedicated to all the first-gen college students going back to fall semester at UVU. Congratulations, whether you're just getting started or you've been there a few semesters. Hopefully you can find some helpful information for this video. I wanted to take some time to make a little tips for first generation students at UVU. Just because I've been at UVU for a while. I started my journey at UVU during fall of 2014 and it is currently fall of 2026. So I did take some breaks in between there. I changed my major a few times and I did graduate with my bachelor's degree last May of 2025, and I did also get a few minors. I got a minor in event planning and a minor in business management, and I'm happy to report that I have been able to use my degree. I am currently self-employed and I do own my own business, so I definitely gained a lot out of my time at UVU, and hopefully you can do the same for yourself. So I do have a list. I wanted to make sure that I don't get off track. I have a habit of doing that, and there's a lot that I want to share. So I'm just going to go down the list. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, and I'll just touch on all of these points very quickly. First, important, especially for that first week, I do recommend giving yourself plenty of time to get to campus and to find a parking spot. Regardless of if you have a permit to park on campus or if you are commuting via public transportation, the first week back on campus can be very crowded. There's a lot going on usually that first week. Everybody is usually starting their classes, so give yourself plenty of time. My little brother is actually currently at UVU, and that was the advice that I gave him this week. It's because you might need all of that time to find a parking spot and to get to your class. So second of all, while you're on campus, I do recommend getting your ID if you don't already have it. You can get your ID at the Campus Connection, which is at the Sorensen Center. I'll put a little map and the exact location over here for you, but and then they'll take a picture of you. So if that's something you're concerned about, make sure you look okay for your picture, and they'll print you your ID right there. And I do recommend having that because there's lots of perks involved with your UVU ID. For example, you can use public transportation for free if you are a UVU student. But you do need your UVU ID. So that is a huge perk that I love having. There's also tons of student discounts across town, and that's really nice to be able to enjoy as a student. So make sure you have your ID. And then if you don't already have some UVU apparel or swag or UVU shirts, I recommend finding yourself one, and it's not that hard to get. There is a campus on store if you want to go buy one and choose one, but I'm actually wearing this shirt right now. I got this shirt for free on campus. You'll get emails, you'll see flyers posted on campus letting you know, hey, come to our event, fill out this survey, get a free shirt, or literally just stop by and get a free shirt. So you don't have to spend money to get UVU swag as long as you're on campus, as long as you are staying informed through your email or through social media. There's lots of ways to get UVU swag. And I do recommend putting in the time and effort into getting one, because often if you go to UVU events or if you're just on campus, you will literally get free swag and free food and free tickets and XYZ if you have a UVU shirt. So that is really nice to have, and kind of along with staying connected, I do recommend, if you have Instagram or Facebook, I do recommend following these accounts. I'll list them on the screen, but there's lots of them. As you get onto campus, you'll see there's infinity pages related to UVU that you can follow to stay informed and keep up with events. But the 3 that I recommend you follow are UVU First Gen, UVU Student Life, and Utah Valley University. Specifically if you are a first generation student. These 3 accounts will provide you with lots of information about events, announcements, important deadlines, and so sometimes it's easy to forget when you have a lot going on, and it's really nice because they will be providing you with a lot of up-to-date information and announcements. So make sure you are following those accounts. And kind of along with those lines as well, and kind of a main theme of this video, if I could leave you with a main theme, is get to know your resources. There's so many resources on campus as a college student, and it's a shame whenever I meet somebody, and when I think about myself, there were several years where I did not take advantage of the resources that I have available. So I'm just going to list off a few. There are many more. If you're watching this and you're a current UVU student and you know of some that I didn't mention, please list those in the comments so that I can become aware and so that others can become aware. But a few resources that have really helped me as a college student, and specifically a first generation student at UVU, is the First Generation Student Success Center. There is a center called the First Generation Student Success Center. I highly recommend visiting it. Even if there's not an event going on, just check it out. There's usually really nice study areas there for you. Usually they have some snacks. The people there are very friendly if you have any questions, and they also have tutors available there too, as far as I know. I haven't checked it out this semester, but I will definitely have to swing by. Another resource, you have access to a lot of free tutoring as a UVU student. And a lot of students, you know, maybe they don't live nearby or they're doing a lot of online courses. You have access to a lot of online tutoring as well. So if you're taking English, math, science, business courses, all of those courses have tutors specifically where their job is to help other students on campus. So don't be afraid if you are taking a math class and you don't feel like you're that good at math, or you don't feel like you're that good at writing, and you have to take some English courses for your general education requirements. Don't worry, okay? I took advantage of a lot of these tutoring services, and they were so helpful for me, and I would often, if I could, just try to do my homework there in those tutoring labs, and would notice a huge difference in my assignments and in my stress levels when I would do that, because I noticed when I would try to do it at home, when I would hit a moment where I wasn't sure what to do, or I wouldn't remember the steps, I would get stressed out, and sometimes that would be the thing that keeps me from submitting my assignments on time or doing a good job on my assignments. So when I was doing it in the tutoring labs, whenever I would hit those frustrating moments, I would just have a tutor come and help me through it. So along with those lines, you do also have an amazing library. I love the UVU library. I'm actually using an external mic that I checked out from the library. I also am using a tripod. I have cameras and all sorts of things that I check out from the library. They also have textbooks. So if you are on a budget and you don't think you can afford a textbook and your professor is okay with you checking out the textbook from the library, I had some professors that were totally okay with that. That's another great resource that the library has available for you. They also have really nice computers and printers, and there's a few quiet levels. If you go up beyond the first and second floor, it's really nice and quiet and ideal for studying. So check out the library. It's really pretty too. They also have a gorgeous mural, stained glass mural that they completed not too long ago. I have spent a lot of time there, and I definitely recommend checking that out. Maybe taking a tour if you have some time. They do offer tours there. But yeah, those are just a few of the resources. Another one that has really helped me is the Money Success Center. They have helped me with my budgeting. They have helped me tackle things like paying off debt. They've helped me with so many things, and it's totally free for the community. And yeah, it's a really, really fun, unique resource that UVU has that I would really recommend you take advantage of, especially if you don't feel like you have a lot of financial literacy, you don't feel really financially educated. That is a good place to start. Okay, just wanted to hit this quick homework tip. Make sure you get all of the important deadlines from your courses onto your calendar as soon as possible, whether you use a digital calendar or a paper planner, whatever it is. As soon as you can, try to put in all of the important deadlines for the entire semester so that you don't accidentally forget a big project or a big deadline that you need to study for. I've noticed a huge difference in the semesters that I was able to do that during the first week. So if you can do that during the first week, hopefully you won't have any of those deadlines falling through the cracks later on. Okay, and then along with adding homework and exam deadlines to your calendar, I do recommend becoming familiar with a few technology softwares that you will have to use throughout your entire time at UVU. And those include Canvas. That's where all of your course and class assignments will be. Teams is where you will be communicating with a lot of your professors, a lot of your classmates. And then Outlook is another software that you'll be using to communicate a lot of announcements and updates from campus, and then also to communicate with other colleagues from campus. So that's important to stay connected. And you also have access to LinkedIn Learning as a UVU student. LinkedIn Learning is a platform where you can take courses and actually earn good certifications for lots of different skills. It ranges from things like customer service skills to marketing skills to studying skills, you name it. There's so many skills that you can explore on there. I have so many that I have yet to do. I have taken a few courses, and I feel like I really got a lot out of it. And while you're there, I recommend creating a LinkedIn profile. You're going to be meeting a lot of cool people at UVU. You have no idea who you're going to be meeting. Don't be surprised throughout your courses and throughout the events that you attend. People will just throw up their LinkedIn and they will say, please follow me, please connect with me. And trust me, they mean it. And I remember in college, I would just have my laptop out, I would have my phone out, and whenever somebody that I thought would be interesting to connect with or to keep in touch with, whenever they would mention that, I would immediately open my LinkedIn and send them a friend and a connection request. And then, hopefully by the time you graduate college, you have a pretty good network built on LinkedIn, which you'd be surprised about the opportunities and the people that you can meet on LinkedIn. Don't overlook the power of networking, of building those connections while you're in college. It is really cool to see a lot of my friends that I met in undergrad now continuing on to pursue higher education, to get their master's degree, or to kind of like I have launched their own businesses or totally switch their majors. I was like, oh, that's interesting. When I met them, they were studying this and now they're studying that. So it's cool to stay connected with people and see where they end up. And but besides that, that's really it. I hope you can get something out of this video, and I am actually pursuing some higher education myself, so I am doing a few prerequisites at UVU at the moment. If you see me on campus, please don't be afraid to say hi. If you have some questions, if you are wondering where the First Gen Center is, if I have time, I would be happy to show you. And that's that's it. That's really all of my tips that I can think of at the moment. I will probably make an updated video maybe next semester or next fall with more tips that I can think of. But hopefully, like I said, hopefully you can get something out of it. And if you have any other feedback for other first generation students, or if you're a first generation student yourself, please don't be shy to share any advice that you have to share in the comments. And just to close out this video, I just wanted to say good luck, and I know you're going to work hard and learn lots of things if that's what you want to do. And I always like to tell people I'm Latina, I'm Mexican American, so I like to have these Spanish affirmations sometimes for myself, and one that really helped me get through college was "Si tú quieres, tú puedes," which for English speakers that translates to "if you want to, you can." So just remember that, especially in those moments where it gets hard. Don't give up. Just make sure that you get those assignments turned in on time as much as you can, because sometimes it gets hard. And don't be afraid to talk to your professors if you need any help, if you need any clarification. Trust me, they want you to succeed just as much as you do. Like, it does not help anybody if their students are just failing their courses. So if you need if you're going through something and you need a little bit of flexibility, or you need a little bit of extra help, or maybe extra tutoring or review, that's something that I have, for some reason, was kind of difficult for me to do at the beginning of my college journey, but I definitely learned throughout my journey that most of them are there to help and want to help. And if you do come across a professor that isn't that way, don't be afraid to talk to your advisor, or maybe talk to a friend about it. But your professors really, at the end of the day, want you to gain as much knowledge and become as best of a professional as possible. So good luck, and I'll talk to you guys next time.